Hi, this is Miss Anders, and this is the very last section of notes. You're going to use this video for the last 5 slides. So make sure you keep it up and keep it rolling through the last 5 slides. So we are going to look at the function, and we're going to graph them in Desmos and look at the domain, range, and behavior, y-intercept, and asymptote for each function. So the first one we're going to look at is f of x equals 2 to the x plus 5. So go to Desmos and graph this. So you may have found that when you were graphing this in Desmos, that Desmos automatically moved the x plus 5 to the subscript. So when you're putting this in Desmos, you have to make sure that once you do the exponent part, 2 to the x, that you have to keep that in parentheses, and that'll keep that plus 5 up there in the exponent section. If you don't put it in parentheses, it automatically bumps it back down, which makes your graph totally wrong. So just be careful about that. Now, what we're going to look at first is the domain. And remember, with the domain, we scan the graph from left to right. And when we are scanning this graph from left to right, we're looking at all the possible x's that the graph will ever hit. So this graph, let's see here. If we scan it from left to right, we see that it starts at negative infinity. And I know this is messy, but as we go to the right, our graph looks like it is going to reach a limit, but it actually isn't. This little graph part here is going to angle out at a really, really narrow angle, but it is going to infinitely angle out to the right. So the domain is negative infinity to positive infinity. Now the range here is different. For the range, we need to really look at a bottom to top scan. So think back when we were doing piecewise functions and we were scanning from bottom to top. So if we're scanning from bottom to top, we can see here that we don't start our function until we hit that x-axis here. And then we just scan up, and that function is going to continue up forever and ever and ever and ever and ever into positive infinity. So we start this at a y of 0, and it continues up to positive infinity. And the reason we don't put a bracket on the range at the 0 is because this graph is going to approach the x-axis, but it's never actually going to touch it, and it's never actually going to intersect it. Let's take a look at end behavior. So end behavior occurs as we move to the right of the graph and as we move to the left of the graph. So end behavior is split up into 2 different parts. As x approaches positive infinity, so that's as we move to the right, and as x approaches negative infinity, and that's as we move to the left. So basically what you're asking yourself is, as you move to the right on the graph, what is happening to y? Or how is it moving up or down? And as you move to the left, is the graph moving up or down, or is something else happening? So let's take a look at this function. As we move to the right of the function, notice how our graph is increasing up to positive infinity. So y, or f of x or y, f of x and y are the same thing. F of x and y are the same thing. F of x is approaching positive infinity as well. See how we're increasing toward positive infinity on y? However, if we are moving left along the graph as x approaches negative infinity, Notice how y is not approaching negative infinity. If y were approaching negative infinity, it would be heading down, increasingly descending, but it's not increasingly descending. It's actually approaching the x-axis. So it's getting closer and closer and closer to 0. So as x approaches negative infinity, or as x moves to the left, y is actually approaching 0. See how it's getting closer and closer to the 0 right here. Now our y-intercept is interesting here because we can't see it in this graph. So I need to go back to Desmos and see where the graph intersects the y-axis. And my y-intercept here is actually 0, 32. And then the asymptote is going to be the line that the graph approaches but never touches. And we can see that that line is going to occur right here at y equals 0. Because that function is going to get closer and closer and closer to y equals 0, but it's never going to actually touch it. Now let's take a look at example, well, this is example 6. So we're going to go to Desmos and graph f of x equals 1/3 to the x minus 2. So the domain here, as you can see from the little tails of this function, the tail on the left goes forever and ever and ever to the left, and the tail on the right goes forever and ever and ever to the right. So the domain is negative infinity to positive infinity. The range is where we scan from bottom to top. And you'll see here that if we were to highlight, going from the bottom to the top, that we can start moving upward on our function at -2, and then we can just continue to move up the y-axis. So we go from -2 to positive infinity. Now we're going to take a look at our end behavior, and remember, as x approaches positive infinity, we're moving to the right. What? Okay. As x approaches positive infinity, we're moving to the right. So as we move to the right on our graph, see how it's approaching -1. And as x approaches negative infinity, we're moving to the left on our graph. So as x approaches negative infinity, y is approaching positive infinity because it's increasing infinitely. Now our y-intercept here is pretty easy. It is this point that's already marked for us, 0, -1. And the asymptote is the line that the graph approaches but never touches, which would be y equals -2. All right, so we have 3 more examples. I've already graphed them, so we can just go ahead and talk about these characteristics. So the domain is going to be negative infinity to positive infinity. The range, notice how this function is getting closer and closer and closer here to, I believe, let's see, that looks like it's at +1. So it starts at +1 and it goes up to positive infinity. The end behavior, as x moves to the right, notice how the graph is increasing to positive infinity. And as the graph moves to the left, see how the graph is approaching 1. The y-intercept is marked for us at 0, 1.5. And then the asymptote is right here, the line that the graph approaches but never touches. So that's y equals 1. Now for this next example, I hope that you have noticed a pattern in the domain as negative infinity, positive infinity. The range for this one is going to be, see how the graph is approaching -5? So the lowest y we can ever get is -5, but then the graph grows infinitely toward, oh, I don't know why I put negative infinity, -5, so it grows infinitely toward infinity. As the graph approaches positive infinity, or as it moves to the right, y approaches positive infinity as well. And as the graph approaches negative infinity or moves to the left, the graph approaches the asymptote, or -5. The y-intercept is marked for us here as 0, -4.802. And the asymptote is y equals -5. And I hope you're noticing a connection here between the asymptote, the end behavior, and the range, because that is an important connection. The asymptote, the end behavior, and the range. Notice how they're all the same number. The asymptote, the end behavior here. Ooh, I got the end behavior on this one wrong. The end behavior here should be -2, shouldn't it? Oh, I'm glad I went and looked at that again. See, got to check your work. Little mistakes. I'd add this to my mistakes in math flip grid. Asymptote, end behavior, range. So they always have that connection. And so let's look at our very last example here. So the domain is going to be -infinity to positive infinity. Now the range is different here, because notice how our function has that little negative out front right here. So that means it's been reflected over the x-axis. So instead of starting with a low end range and then going up to positive infinity, we're going to start with -infinity, and we're going to increase our range. So we're going to start at -infinity and continue moving up the graph, but then we're going to hit, boom, 0, and then we won't be able to move the graph, won't be able to move up the graph anymore. So our range is going to stop at 0. For our end behavior, as we move to the right on our x, notice how we're moving down on the y, so we're approaching -infinity on that y. And as we move to the left on the x, notice how we're approaching 0. Our y-intercept is marked for us at 0, -0.125, and the asymptote is y equals 0. And see the connection here between the asymptote, the end behavior, and the range.